Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
righty. Ms. Terry, roll call. No.
Hey.
Here.
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 Yeah, she's gonna read. Okay, number 5, proclamation proclaiming April 2025 as Child Abuse Prevention Month.
All right, council, this is a proclamation. It says, whereas child abuse and neglect is a complex and ongoing problem in our society affecting many children in our community, and whereas every child is entitled to be loved, cared for, nurtured, feel secure, and be free from verbal, sexual, emotional, and physical abuse and neglect, and whereas it is the responsibility of every adult who comes in contact with a child to protect that child's inalienable right to a safe and nurturing childhood, and whereas the City of Gonzales has dedicated individuals and organizations who work daily to counter the problem of child maltreatment and to help parents obtain the assistance they need, and whereas our communities are stronger when all citizens become aware of child maltreatment prevention and become involved in supporting parents to raise their children in a safe and nurturing environment, and whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships among families, social service agencies, schools, religious and civic organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. And whereas all citizens, community agencies, faith organizations, and businesses will work to increase their efforts to support families. Now, therefore, Mayor Tim Riley does hereby declare the month of April 2025 to be Child Abuse Prevention Month. And that's it.
Thank you. Do we have some? Okay.
Yes, sir. Rachel Hester with
Yes.
Child Advocacy Services.
Yes, ma'am.
We thank you and the council for everything and your support with this month, with Child Abuse Prevention Month. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, if we could get a picture for our social media, yeah, that's great. Follow it down.
All right, Councilman.
You want to share on social media. All right.
Approve number 6, approve the minutes of a regular meeting of mayor and city council taken on March 31st, 2025.
Make the motion to approve.
I second.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilwoman Terry Lambert,
Yes.
Councilman Eddie Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Bertrand,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Number 7, approve a community partnership with Sean Nelson and the Sean Nelson Foundation.
Good evening. For those who don't know me, I think everybody do. My name is Sean Nelson. I am the owner and founder of Sean Nelson Foundation. I do a camp here every year. I've been doing it for 5 years now, 7 years around the country. I'm here to ask for approval for the partnership grant. Every year we're trying to make this thing better. Getting it out to the people, letting them know that it's free of charge for the kids, getting them involved. Trying to help these kids pursue further their education to the next level as far as their athletic career and educational. And as a bonus on top of that too, we have been an advisory to different kids that have been a part of the camp and outside of the camp as well with mental health issues. A lot of kids, for some reason, they're not comfortable with talking to their parents about stuff. So they always call us, you know, we come talk to them, pick them up, take a ride. Excuse me. Whatever it is they're dealing with, it could be grades, could be a girlfriend, could be bullying, could be just them growing up, experiencing different things with their body that they're not comfortable with, talking with their parents, just stuff like that. Just today, I was talking to Mayor about Karen Lacey that just passed. I talked to his mother, and I just don't have the words to say for something like that. Lost my mother, lost my father, but never lost a child, so I don't know how that is. But this is why we do what we do. This is open to everybody in the community, every church, every child in the Central Parish, in the city. And this is something we're just trying to do to make it keep getting better, make it grow bigger, and make it a successful event. Excuse me, I'm a little tired, but that's pretty much about it. I think you guys have a breakdown of the presentation on paper, is that correct? Yeah. So you're able to see everything on there, the corporate sponsorship package for different companies and stuff like that, as well as some information in there about the foundation and what we're doing, what we've been doing. And we have one athlete here in Gonzales at East Ascension High, Bryson Martinez, who before our camp was just a big 6'7", 280-pound lazy kid. And we worked with him, and right now that boy got 35 offers. He can't even stop it from calling in. His grades has gotten better, improved from like a 1.9 to like a 2.9 right now, I think, if not a 3.0. He just received all Metro, all District, and MVP honors at East Ascension High School as well in basketball, and he plays football. So we're extremely proud of that. That's it.
What did we do last year? You remember?
I think it was it 5,000?
Yeah.
It was 5,000.
Did we have guidelines?
Not like in this situation with the amount of money, and it would, I mean, y'all did it last year, we didn't see a problem with it, so.
So we do the same guidelines we did last year? Did you follow the guidelines last year?
Absolutely.
Motion to approve?
We paid for the uniforms last year. Remember Jackie got a grant for
Yeah.
$3,000 something dollars?
So I make a motion to approve
I'll second.
under the guidelines of last year.
I second.
Is this gonna be in the form of a grant, or is it gonna be, what's it gonna be?
If we could get the grant or,
So I believe in the past, this is where this application for community partnership came up. I believe y'all do some of these.
Yeah.
With the rodeo association. The dollar amount is easy to equivocate to a good for the city, where there's a
Right.
quid pro quo there. But again, it's at your pleasure. But you have a motion in a second.
A motion to approve.
yeah, you got it already.
Oh, you got,
You just get a roll call vote.
oh, okay. I thought y'all had canceled with the discussion.
Councilwoman, Slanger,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Bizarre,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia James,
Yes.
Councilman Brandon.
Yes.
Number 8, introduction of an ordinance amending the City of Gonzales Planning and Development Map by rezoning of 1.77 acres identified as parcel 2733600, tract S1A from Zone C1 to Zone C2 for Lawco LLC, currently addressed as 3200 Burnside Avenue, Gonzales.
Jarrett, before you start, so just want to make y'all aware that these items did appear before planning and zoning, and there were recommendations made to either approve or deny. So Jarrett's going to propose those to you. You're going to vote on yes
Okay.
or no, but essentially you're just introducing an ordinance for a hearing at the next meeting and then a vote, because these are amended ordinances.
Okay.
I think one of them is a special use permit. That can be by resolution, but essentially all the other ones are changing in your zoning ordinance, so that would be an amended ordinance. So, floor is yours.
Okay.
Thank you. So, Mayor and Council, took the words out of my mouth. I mean, that is the case. What is in front of you today is simply an introduction. And actually, in the audience, we do have a representative from the surveying team that represents Larico. So if you have any particular questions about this application, I will invite Mr. Booty to come up to answer those as well. Otherwise, this is just an
This
introduction.
is by the electric company, huh?
I'm sorry, say
This is
again.
by the electric company?
This would be right next to the John H. Carter property. Planning and zoning did vote to recommend.
Okay, cool. I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, you get a second, you introduce the ordinance and call a public hearing.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right. So that's going to be noticed for a public hearing at the next meeting for an ordinance. The public will be invited by notice to come comment on it, and then you will vote to amend the ordinance itself. That's it for that one.
Number 9, introduction of an ordinance amending the City of Gonzales Planning and Development map by rezoning of 0.686 acres identified as Procel 2007984 from Zone R8 to Zone C2 for SKR Real Estate LLC, described as Lot 13 in the Philippi subdivision.
Mayor and council, again, planning and zoning did recommend to approve to you all. This is simply for a rezone from existing zone R8 to zone C2. If you're familiar at all with this parcel, it is outstanding in the Philippi subdivision. It's one of the few that are zone R8. Actually, the only one that's zoned R8. Everything else in that neighborhood is zoned C2. Take any questions you may have.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
All right, that'll be set for a public hearing at the next meeting, and you will consider the vote on amending that ordinance.
Number 10, approval of special use permit of Procel 2007983 and Procel 2001360 for the development of an outdoor storage yard within C2 zoning for SKR Real Estate LLC, described as Lot 14, 0.686 acres, and Lot 15, 0.68 acres, respectively, in the Philippi subdivision.
Jerry, my only question, I apologize, is that special use permit contingent on the changing of the zoning in number 9?
So, to answer your question, Matt, and to address everybody else, so item 9 is for lot 13. Item 10 is for lot 14 and 15. So they're all concurrent, 13, 14, 15. I know the property owner's grand plan is to hopefully create an outdoor storage area for lots 13, 14, and 15. However, specific request from the property owner was to get the special use for 14 and 15 at this time,
Okay.
because he can't move forward with a special use on 13 until it becomes rezoned. But so everyone understands, that is the grand plan.
Okay, but he still would want that special use permit, let's say that for some reason that ordinance doesn't pass?
Correct.
Okay.
See, that's next details laid down here.
So again, I'll take any questions everyone has on that. Planning and zoning did
That's-
also.
That's next to the detail lay down yard, right?
That's correct.
This one can be by resolution as a special use permit, so y'all can vote on it and
Okay.
approve it.
It's still there.
Yeah, you would actually be taking action on this one tonight.
Right.
So I'll make a motion to accept.
I second.
Roll call vote.
Councilwoman Terry Hunter,
Yes.
Councilman Williams,
Yes.
Councilman Bishop,
Yes.
Councilwoman Cynthia Ray James,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Number 11, introduction of an ordinance amending the City of Gonzales Planning and Development map by rezoning of 2.21 acres of Procel 200211173, tract 1A1A2B from Zone C1 to Zone C2 for Coleman Roofing, located along Robert Wilson Road near I-10, currently addressed as 2008 S. South Robert Wilson Road, Gonzales.
Mayor and council, this one again is an introduction. Planning and zoning did move to recommend to you all as well. This, if you all are familiar, this is a lot near Tanger out in the mall, right? Where Coleman Roofing is currently located. They are looking just for a rezone from C1 to C2 because they're expanding their operation with a new facility that does include some warehouse space. Internal warehouse space only.
Okay. I make a motion to approve. Okay, I'll second it.
All right, that's going to be set for hearing to amend that ordinance at the next meeting after notice is given.
Number 12, introduction of an ordinance amending the City of Gonzales Planning and Development map by rezoning of 17.62 acres identified as Lot C5A of parcel 200374993 from Zone Aura 3M to Zone Aura 3M25 for Stoll Group located in the waters at Conway.
Mayor and council, again, this is another introduction. Planning and zoning did move to recommend to you all for approval. And it is exactly what it says. This is for the parcel in Conway, directly to the rear of the existing retail, for a move of rezone from R3M to R3M25. Take any questions you all may have.
This is already zoned for apartments, correct?
I'm sorry.
This is
repeat.
already zoned for apartments, right?
It is.
Okay.
It's just increasing the density from R3M to
Okay.
R3M25.
Make the motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All right, that will be set for public hearing at the next meeting after proper notice is given, and then you will vote to amend or not amend the Code of Ordinances in regard to that item.
Number 13, introduction of an ordinance amending the City of Gonzales Planning and Development map by rezoning of 2.46 acres identified as Lot C5B of parcel 2037493 from Zone Aura 3M to Zone B1 for Stowe Group located in the waters at Conway.
Okay, Mayor and Council, again, this is related to the previous item 12. Planning and zoning, again, did recommend to move to you all for approval. This would be within the same lines of item 12. There is a small tract of that, which is being designated here, 2.46 acres, that Stoa Group has asked to carve out. That would go from that R3M zoning to Zone B1, but still within that same tract. Any questions you may have, we do have someone here in the audience to represent the Stoa Group. I invite them to come up should you have any questions.
No, I'm good. It's basically the same thing we just approved, this.
It is the same thing you just approved.
Right,
What
okay.
you approved is previously is zoning for a slightly denser residential area. This would be within that same section, carving out a small portion for B1, which they intend to put a small business center
And do
there.
more green space than the other side, okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, this is going to be set for hearing the next meeting, provided there's proper public notice.
All right, thank you all.
Number 14, Department of Public Works report.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to our great residents and our great employees. I got a Public Works Director report for y'all. Start with streets and drainage. They're picking up litter and trash. They're cutting grass and weed eating. They're patching potholes. They're taking care of small miscellaneous drainage work orders. They're straightening up signs. They put in some covers on East Angela Street, and they cut some trees on George, Arsenal, and Shirley. Utility Department repaired water leaks all over the city, installed some new water and gas meters. They're still flushing dead-end mains, and they're taking care of all the brown water calls that coming in. They're getting a lot of LA1 call tickets coming in. We got a good report from TMB on our water wells and our water towers. They cut the grass at the water wells and the towers and weed eat it. We got some new home sites coming into the city. We got 108 homes coming in Conway Reserve. We got 91 homes coming in on Conway Village. And we got 71 new homes coming in Cypress Garden off of South Lanu. The Building and Grounds Department, they fixed 2 water fountains at the T. Joe Ball Field. They repaired the drain lines in Municipal Park at the first bathroom. They reset the pitcher's mounds on a new field at T. Joe Park. They put up some new blinds at the DMV. The Civic Center and the Page Center was inspected and they passed the inspections. The Civic Center also, alarm system and a sprinkler system was inspected and they both passed. They put up some new tennis nets at the tennis courts. They changed the lights at the police station. And they mounted some new cabinets at T. Joe Park in the concession stand. And they changed some faucets at the Civic Center. The sewer department checked all the lift stations and generators. They're getting a lot of LA1 call tickets coming in also. They had a rehab project on lift station number 8, which is in Southwood subdivision. They made a repair at lift station number 20, which is on Highway 30 across from the Mexican restaurant. They cut grass and weeded at the sewer plant. They changed out the bar screen and the flow meter at the sewer plant. And they changed a EPS display at lift station number 1 on West New River by the bridge. The kickoff meeting with DOTD for the new sidewalk project went well. The funding is up to $1 million, which is 100% funded by DOTD. It's not gonna cost the city anything. And the guys picked up 105 bags of litter in the past 2 weeks. Any questions? Thank you.
No, I got one. It was the water leaks. It's a different, it's different water leaks that we have in there, or like in the same spot.
Yeah, all over the city we have it. Yeah.
Anything we need to replace lines and stuff?
Well, what we doing, the ones we having the most problems with, the older ones, we're getting them replaced.
Yeah, okay.
So we had the past 2 years, we've been having a major rehab, like in the old part of town, Shirley, Augusta. So the older pipes, we're taking them out the system and replacing them with new ones.
Yeah, they will make sure y'all got whatever y'all need to stop them leaks.
Now, I'm gonna remember that.
Hey, you know you got that?
Number 15, consultant engineer report.
Just to clarify, I think what the councilman meant to say was you have enough money in your current budget to do whatever you need to stop leaks, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Yep. Okay, so Mayor and Council, I'll be brief tonight. Just a few quick updates from you. I guess on Freeland Jackson, we'll start there for everybody. As you know, construction's in progress. We did approve the previous change order you all voted to approve. We got that executed and pushed forward, so that is moving in progress. Appreciate everyone's effort on that at the last meeting. Asphalt, we have mobilizing on 418, so that's coming up. So that is going to close that site preliminarily in the area, but good progress there. And last time I reported to you, we had some discrepancies on the construction grant funding. We had to name some folks for the city responsible charge to, I guess, on paper, be responsible charge for that grant. That has happened, so that has been resolved, and we are moving forward with that now. So the grant is back in place, so all resolved there. Drainage side, Kennedy Heights, I reported to you all last time Phase 1 was completed. Phase 2, I told you preliminary plans are in progress. Those have now been completed. They've been sent to us for a review. So we're in the process of reviewing those now. We are also looking into a grant through DOTD for sidewalks in Kennedy Heights. So at the next council meeting, you will likely see something on the agenda for a resolution allowing the city to apply for that grant through DOTD. So we're working on that right now as well. And then Our Lady of the Lake Connector, in touch with McKim & Creed. We have reviewed those plans. We do have some comments that were sent back to them. They are picking up now. That will set the stage for next steps on that, property acquisitions or things of that nature. Any questions, please let me know.
How the roundabouts coming on 30?
Say that again.
The roundabouts on 30. Slow,
So-
I know that.
Yeah, so I don't have an update for you on that, but I can look into that. I can tell you that on 30 for sure, we have to make that inquiry to find that information, specifically on Airline at the Super Street. We have been moving to try to get some of those moved forward, specifically around Lowe's, to try to get some attention to that one. So, but I will get you the update on 30, and I'll report back next meeting.
Yeah, just, I mean, I passed that another day, just, I know it's gonna be a slow process with 3 or 4
Yeah, I
years.
just don't have an end date to tell you offhand, and I don't wanna lie to you and say that.
No.
I'll get you an update, and we'll report that back to you.
Thank
That's all I got.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we adjourn, I would just like to acknowledge Miss Pam Alonso has been coming to the last few meetings, and she does represent a portion of Gonzales. Miss Pam, thank you so much for attending. With that being said, motion to adjourn.